Hi there and welcome to my channel Zoetic Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading offering timeless advice for when you need it. So please only watch this if you feel guided to. You can select a crystal using your intuition to choose the reading that's right for you. So we have here a clear quartz crystal point. This one is a blue Lapis Lazuli sphere. And here is a not quite perfect sphere of green Peridot. Take as much time as you need to select your crystal, and you can find your card in the timestamps below. Feel free to pause the video. I also just wanted to give you a quick update and let you know I'll be doing the work and career readings probably once per month from now on. I couldn't do them this last week because it's just been too hot. Unfortunately, here in the UK, it's been about 30 degrees, and in this studio where I film, it's 36. So I just couldn't do it. And it's actually made me think that I'd like to do some more content, something different. So if you would like to see something or have some suggestions, things you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi there and welcome to your reading for the Clear Quartz Crystal Point. The card you had underneath was card number 2 in the Belline Oracle deck. So it has some French here, and I don't read French, so I'm going to look in the book and see what it says. So card number 2 is the man's star. The consultant represents a masculine influence in a woman's game, for example, the husband. So initially I would say that this reading is probably going to be relationship focused. Maybe it's a romantic relationship, or maybe it's a work relationship. Perhaps it's somebody in your life that represents this very masculine energy, masculine kind of figure. So let's see what the rest of the cards say and see how that looks. So I'm going to use these tarot cards to do an abridged Celtic cross. I'm just going to do the current situation, the card that's crossing you, the recent past, the near future, and the outcome. And I'm going to specify that the outcome is around 6 months. I'm not going to leave it open-ended. So the near future was probably around 3 months' time. So we have as the current situation the 6 of Cups. The card crossing you is the Wheel of Fortune. The recent past is the 8 of Cups. The near future is the Page of Wands. And I'm going to leave the outcome card face down. So initially I do see that with all these cups here that this is probably a relationship reading. It feels that there's a lot of emotions involved here. So with the 6 of Cups, I instantly kind of just have the impression that this is someone that's dating. It's kind of that period of time when you're giving gifts to each other, you're kind of excited to see one another, and yeah, emotions are kind of running high. There's a lot of excitement, perhaps a lot of emotional enjoyment. So it feels like this is a really happy time for you at the moment, that things are going really well and you're enjoying getting out there. I feel that these cups could be potential suitors, like people that you're going on dates with. So it feels that you're very attractive at the moment, that yeah, you're really enjoying this time, getting out there, getting to know people and seeing what they can offer. So with these cups here, we see the flowers are all slightly different. They're not quite all the same. So it's like every person that you speak to, maybe if you're messaging on the apps or something like that, they've all got different qualities, different personalities, and you're kind of enjoying getting to know what you want and getting to know the people. And I also feel that during this time, it's more about this kind of phase of the process. You're not focused on the outcome of just like finding the right person right now. It's more about seeing who is out there and what kind of person you want, like who's going to make you happy, what kind of qualities do they have, and how is that going to fit in with your life, what's going to suit your needs, and how are you going to get your emotions met. And we see with this card, I'll come to it in a moment, but there's something missing there. So it feels that all of these cups here could kind of fill that void that's here. And yeah, you're just enjoying this at the moment. So I feel that there's a lot of opportunities and people are really open and appreciating you at the moment. They're very interested in you. Maybe you're having some really great conversations and finding out about them on a deeper level. So we have this card as the card crossing you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, it feels that you're in this great phase of life at the moment where things are really working in your favour. You have a lot of people around you. These could be the potential matches that you're coming up with, people that are interested in you. And I feel that they are messaging you and you're just having this exchange of information and just getting to know them better on a deeper level, perhaps not too deep. I mean, it's only an app. It also feels that you're going with the flow here, that things are kind of working in your favour, and maybe you're getting some really good dates right now. So yeah, maybe there's some really interesting people that you're meeting. Maybe you're not getting too many duds, and it feels that, yeah, the whole process of it is really key, I think. It's like something that you're enjoying really right now. It's maybe a bit different. Maybe it's been a while since you've been dating and now you're kind of just going through this phase and enjoying how it is, like what it is, that excitement, that anticipation of meeting new people and going to different restaurants, going to different places, getting to know people, and just the whole experience of it. It feels like it's very in flow for you at the moment. Then we have this card, it's the Eight of Cups, and I see that with this one you probably had some kind of heartbreak, that you had there was a relationship and some need wasn't being met and you had to part ways. It could have been on an emotional level or physical level, but there was something where there was a lack in the relationship and you had to part ways. And you've taken that time out, you've gone away, you've taken your time to heal yourself and contemplate what it is that you actually want out of a relationship. Are you happier on your own? Are you more self-sufficient? But it feels that you're ready now. Like you have this Six of Cups here. It feels that you're ready now to kind of get out there. So you've done your healing. You're really feeling much more able to come back and get out there again. So then moving on to the Page of Wands reverse. With this one, I feel that if you are choosing a suitor here, I feel that you need to kind of investigate what their intentions are. Because with this one, as a Page of Wands reversed, I feel that they aren't clear about their intentions with what they want in the relationship. Maybe they are still interested in other people and just aren't ready to kind of settle down. So it feels that there's that kind of energy in this card. And also because it's a page, I feel that maybe they're just a bit juvenile in some way. They aren't grown up. They aren't ready to make a commitment, perhaps. And the pages are also people that are ready to get out and explore. And because he's reversed, I just feel that he's not really willing to learn the lessons of life and learn about you in some way. Maybe he just doesn't, he's not interested in finding out about you on a deeper level. It's more superficial. And I feel with all of his all of his clothes, his like fine clothes, is maybe more on a surface level. But overall, I just feel there's some kind of mismatch in the way that he's acting, the way that he's speaking to you, that these actions and what he's saying don't match up. That, yeah, there feels like some disconnect here. That's really what I'm seeing there. So moving on to the outcome, you have the Three of Swords. So this doesn't look like a happy ending, shall we say, but it feels that there's somewhere something has to be remedied. This could be a rebound relationship, or maybe, as I was saying before, this Page of Wands reversed. The person just isn't ready to commit. They may still be looking at other people, keeping their options open. Or it could be that either one of you is just not quite ready. Like, you might need to go through this process, being with someone and feeling what it's like to be in another relationship, something that's different, for you to kind of really get to grips with what you actually want, what you need, what's going to make you feel fulfilled and safe and secure and happy, and just all those like good emotions. Like, maybe you need to be with this person. Maybe they're kind of fun on the outside and you're going to enjoy this time, but then when it comes to it, it's not really someone that is like a long-term partner kind of material. So it could be like that, or you might just have some very heavy issues to work through if it's going to run the course and stand the test of time. You might have to really weigh some things up and decide if it's worth it. Are you going to have to make some compromises? Are these compromises too much? So it feels that at the moment you're in this really happy place where you're kind of exploring all these options, but then at some point you're going to have to make a difficult decision, and it's not going to be easy. So whether this works out or it doesn't, I think you just need to keep that in mind. Like, don't settle for anything. If someone doesn't treat you with respect and dignity and love and care, then they're not for you, because you deserve someone that is going to treat you that way. So I hope you found this reading useful, and thank you for being here. Hi there, and welcome back to your reading for the blue Lapis Lazuli sphere. Underneath it we had card number 13 from the Belline Oracle deck. So I don't know much about this deck, and I'm going to look up what it says in here. So it says the wind, inconstancy, changeable character, harsh words or promises that won't be kept. So with that, I kind of see this reading could be about anything really. It could be about love or work or anything. So we're going to have to look at the rest of the tarot cards to see where this goes. But it just feels that at the moment you're kind of being buffeted around by external forces, that people outside of you are kind of telling you what to do perhaps. There's some kind of changeable forces that you're having to deal with. So I'm not sure what that is. Maybe because we're coming into Mercury in retrograde, that could be something as well, because this is kind of a mercurial force. Things are ebbing and flowing and changing, and we also have the sign of the moon up here, so we might not see everything clearly. So let's get into the reading, and I'll just move this over here. So I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards and do an abbreviated Celtic cross. I'm going to have the current situation card crossing you, the recent past, the near future, which I'm going to say is within 3 months' time, and then the outcome card will be 6 months. So we have as the current situation the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Crossing you, you have the Chariot. The recent past is the Five of Pentacles. The near future is the Three of Wands. And the outcome I'll leave face down for now. So interestingly, the same with the last reading, you have the same suit in the current and the past position. So the current situation, it feels that you are at work. This is kind of a work-related reading, it feels like. Something to do with your money, at least. With the reversal, I feel that you are in a job and it doesn't feel that it's very fulfilling at the moment. There could be some kind of routines that you're having to just go along with. You're maybe not happy being there in some way. So it doesn't feel like it's a very emotionally fulfilling job. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like with this other card here, you might have some changeable forces going on at work. It could be some kind of supply chain issues, and maybe AI is coming in and like making things more difficult in some way. You're not sure where you stand. It could be other people that you're working with, but it feels that you're not really enjoying the work at the moment. That's the key kind of thing that I'm feeling with this card. So then we have with the Chariot as the card crossing you, it feels that there are some forces, or it could be an individual. I'm not sure if it is an individual because I'd expect more of a court card here, but I feel that things are not in black and white. Things are not clear like we see with these sphinxes here, that everything is a bit unclear at the moment. You're not sure where you stand. That's kind of what I'm seeing with those cards there, that yeah, maybe there's some demands being made on you, that you have to meet some deadlines, you have to get the work done quickly and efficiently. I think that's the key thing here. We have Apollo here, so it's a very fast, determined, direct energy. Something has to be done quite quickly. Maybe it's sending some work abroad or something like that, because it is somebody that's leaving the city here, so it could be to do with remote work. Or sending stuff overseas, but it feels that whatever is being expected here is not fair, perhaps. They're not seeing the overall picture. They can only see things in a very simplistic way. So very black and white is kind of what I said before. And then over here with this Five of Pentacles, I feel that your recent past, you may not have actually had a job. You might have been trying to get a job for quite some time, or maybe you were on less money or something like that, but you were kind of struggling. So maybe you're still struggling here. Maybe you've got a job after not having one for some time, but it feels that things have been quite changeable, quite difficult for you recently. You're not in an up phase of life at the moment, that something has been quite challenging. So yeah, these two figures there are out in the cold and they're looking for assistance. So it feels that you were probably looking for a job or some kind of way or solution to solving your financial problems, and maybe you've taken this job here, but now you still have these other issues. It's not all that you wanted. Maybe you're overqualified for this role, but you actually just have to take it anyway. So then this card, we have the Three of Wands. It feels that in your near future, you're still on the lookout for some other opportunities. Maybe you're still applying for new jobs, new possibilities, because this person is waiting for their ships to come in. So maybe you're waiting for a promotion. It could be that. You're waiting for a promotion or news within the company that is going to help you solve some of these problems. So some kind of results, some resolution, but you're kind of taking determined action and looking to improve things. So you are kind of quite proactive here. I do feel that you're trying to change your destiny, your route, and yeah, just make the best of things. And you have this like golden ocean here, so it feels that there is some light on the horizon. It is, yeah, there's much more optimism here in this card. So yeah, maybe you're going to get some news about a job, but at the very least you're going to be continuing to apply. You might be upskilling as well. So yeah, that's what I see here. So moving on to the outcome card, you have the Emperor. So you have these two major arcanas in the reading, and with the Emperor it feels that it could be you, or it could be a boss. I'm more inclined to say it's the boss, but it feels that this boss is still going to be quite difficult, quite demanding to work for. They have a lot of routines and rules. There's a very structured way of doing things at your company, and you're going to have to just toe the line in a way. So that's kind of what I'm saying there. If this is you, it may be that you actually get some really good results, and then you end up being in this position where you are very stable and secure. Maybe you will get promotion. I'm not really seeing that so much though. It's more about this kind of boss figure and you having to kind of just toe the line, as I said before, and fit in with what they want. It seems with these two cards that, yeah, it's very, very much on their say-so. Like you have to just get on with your work and, yeah, keep going. So let's see if I can clarify the situation. Get another card. So you have the Five of Swords. So I feel that this is more of the boss figure rather than you, and it feels that the situation is still quite fraught in a way. You maybe have some difficult working environments where people don't get on, and the decision-making processes are not straightforward. They're kind of a bit messy, and people don't really abide by the routines, and yeah, they just don't help each other out. It feels like the working environment is not one of collaboration and harmony, that, yeah, you kind of just have to get on with it. So I don't know what kind of work you do, but it feels very challenging, that people just, yeah, have to get on with their work, and they don't have much say-so in what's going on around them. There's no way to, yeah, change things for the better. And it is interesting that you have the two fives here. So it feels that you've gone from this not very pleasant situation to still something that isn't altogether great. Like you're still kind of in this sort of struggle phase where things are kind of in the middle. You haven't got to the end yet. You're still in the process of finding your way and getting somewhere. So I think if you want to try and get out of this situation, or make things easier for yourself, like we saw with this card, if you want to improve that, I think you need to kind of be more like this card. It's somebody that is taking control, and yeah, they're very motivated to make a change. So if you have been sending out CVs, I'd keep doing that. I'd maybe potentially think about changing, looking for opportunities to learn, and even if you have to do some work for free somewhere, maybe like on the weekend or something, just like get some experience. It could be really beneficial for you to look at other alternatives and just broaden your horizons. So I feel like that's the best advice I could give you, is to really, yeah, just think about other alternatives, rather than just staying in a situation that isn't bringing you any joy, or it's quite difficult. So I hope you found this reading useful, and thank you for being here. Take care. Hi there, and welcome back to your reading for the green Peridot sphere. The card you had underneath was number 43 from the Belline Oracle deck. So I don't know much about this deck, and I'm going to have to look in the booklet to see what it says. Number 43 is the trumpet, fame, celebrity, well-known personage. It says your talents will be appreciated. So let's look at the rest of the cards, but I mean, straight away it feels like this is going to be quite an optimistic reading. Maybe you're looking for some kind of recognition at work, or maybe it's a creative pursuit, but we see this trumpet and the wreath and also the sign of Jupiter up here, which all signals abundance and success, recognition, and Jupiter is also about wisdom as well. So let's see what the rest of the cards say. I'm going to do an abridged Celtic cross reading, and I'm just going to use a few of the positions. So I'll pull a few cards for the current situation, the card that's crossing you, the recent past, the near future, which I'm going to say is about 3 months. I don't want to leave it totally open-ended. And for the outcome, I'm going to say about 6 months. So we have as the current situation the Eight of Cups. It's the card crossing you. You have the Lovers. In the recent past, the Knight of Pentacles. The near future, the Ace of Wands. And I'm going to leave the outcome card face down for now. So initially with this Eight of Cups, I feel that you're taking some time out at the moment. You're maybe trying to deliberate about what it is that you want. So maybe you do want this success, but there's something that you're focused on and you're not sure how to get there. So you could be wanting to weigh up the importance of this achievement, like maybe you're going to have to make some sacrifices. So you may be taking some time out to decide about those. You could have to take some time out to study, maybe really get into some deep work and just seclude yourself away from everyone. But it feels that there may be some sacrifices that you're going to have to make. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this card, that you're going away there because you're not sure about what is needed here. There's some requirement that you need to fulfill, and maybe this work is quite difficult and it's going to demand a lot of your attention and you're going to be spread a little bit too thin. There could be some kind of concern about that. But I really feel that you're just taking this time out to evaluate things and weigh up the best way forward at the moment. And then you have, as the card crossing you, you have the Lovers. So it does feel that this state of balance is something that you're considering here. Maybe there are some relationships at stake. Perhaps if you pursue this endeavour here, you're going to have to make some sacrifices with your time and energy and not be able to spend much time with your partner or significant other. There could be something like that. I'm also wondering if maybe this is some kind of business opportunity and it might bring you a state of harmony, but it just feels that this is a really positive card, but you're kind of just having to deliberate this at the moment. So there could be some opportunities for business partnerships, new relationships. Maybe it's going to allow you to grow in quite a new way that is perhaps it's a little bit daunting. So maybe it's growing your business or improving your status, and that perhaps seems a little bit daunting. So there could be something like that going on here. And then in the recent past, you have this Knight of Pentacles, and I feel that you've been making a lot of progress. You've been sort of leading up to a point here where you've been kind of quite structured and disciplined to complete something, to get this achievement here. And maybe you've had to invest some money or some resources, and that's also part of your consideration here, like, is this worth it? But yeah, it feels that you are very stable, very secure, and you make decisions in a very good way. You don't just do things lightheartedly. You really put a lot of effort in and make sure that any investments that you make, any decisions are very well balanced and just going to keep you keep you grounded and lead to a good outcome. And it's interesting here that you have these two cards that we see this emotional aspect and also the financial or resources aspect. And it feels that, I know this is not really the position for that, but it feels that combined, these two things are important to you. Maybe this recognition that you want over here is going to help you feel more emotionally fulfilled, and it's also going to allow you to grow your finances. And then over here in the near future, which I said was approximately three months time, you have this Ace of Wands. So this is a really powerful card. This is like the start of something. So maybe you've gone away here to deliberate whether to make this fresh start and try to achieve something, because here this is a fresh start, a new start, something really exciting happening, and you're doing it in a very determined, powerful way, and the same kind of determination that I see with this Knight of Pentacles there. So it feels that, yeah, this could be the start of a long journey. Maybe you've been preparing for it for a long time, and I see this knight here. It's got a similar landscape that kind of continues into the Ace of Wands here with this kind of reddish colour in the background. So it feels that this is like something that you've been working on for a long period of time, and yeah, you really want to accomplish this. And it could be in your work, or maybe it's a creative endeavour or sports or something like that. It doesn't have to be about work, but it feels that this is something that you really want to achieve and you're very passionate about it. And here, this is like the Ace of Wands is kind of like a hell yes. So I feel very excited for you about this. This is a really, really good card, especially as it echoes this one. So it feels that there's a lot of achievement here, a lot of determination to succeed. And you're really, yeah, as I always say, you're shaking things up here. The leaves are falling off and you're seeing some results from your actions. So then in the card for your outcome, you have, and I'm glad this is a good card, you have the Six of Cups here. So with this one, I feel that you're continuing to improve, you're nurturing something into existence here, and it is a card of nostalgia. So maybe you are using some old connections, like getting into your contact list and making use of those, forming those relationships. Maybe it's some people in your past that are going to assist you, but I also really see this as somebody giving you an award. I'm just, maybe that's over dramatizing it, but it just feels that somebody is awarding you something. So you could be really being seen here for your work and being recognized. So maybe it is a promotion, or maybe you are actually going to get a cup, like a cup of, you know, like achievement, like a sports star or something like that. I just feel that, yeah, this is really a willingness to improve, and you're going for it. You have this success here in the Ace of Wands, and maybe this recognition here is going to allow you to continue on and do something into the future. This is setting you up for success in your future life as well. And it's a really happy card as well. So with this Lovers card and this one, it just feels that there's a lot of good emotions here. So really, yeah, I really love this reading. It's like, yeah, very, very nice flow here. And you have a great ending. And it feels that the security that you're going to feel, the comfort, the enjoyment of completing this work and achieving this is really going to like stand you in good stead for the future. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wish you lots of success in all your future endeavours, and if it all works out, let me know. So thanks for being here and take care.